Okay, I am trying an experiment this year. I have 10 of these grow bags. I have used them in the past. I had them on my asphalt driveway, and everything that was in them did horribly. So this year, and I didn't use them at all last year. They sat in the shed, and I was going to get rid of them and give them to a neighbor. And then I thought, you know what? I have so many peppers this year. Let's try peppers in them, because I heard peppers grow really well in containers. So I have 10 bags. I have put a layer of wood chips, aged, they're a year old, in the bottom of the bag, probably a third of the way full. Now I'm going to make a soil. So this is Pro Mix. It's for raised beds. I am not a huge fan of Pro Mix because they use peat. It's all I could get. And I also have a bag of composted cow manure. My compost pile is empty. I have used so much compost this year. So, and then I'm going to throw some vermiculite in it. Vermiculite tends to let the soil collect some water. It'll hold on to the water. These have really good drainage. I think that was the problem I had last time. So I am going to mix all three of these components in equal parts together. A little less on the vermiculite, not quite a third. But the Pro Mix is it's like dust. It's super dry. It's a whole bale in this, but it's going to take probably about 30 minutes to dehydrate. So as soon as I get it hydrated, we'll be back. Okay, while I'm waiting for my Pro Mix to hydrate, I have some asparagus that I started from seed. Oh my gosh, when did I plant it? On the 17th of March. I will never plant crowns again. They're expensive. And then if you've ever planted asparagus, you know you have to mound them up in the middle. They're just a pain in the neck. These, you just pop them in the ground. You're going to have to wait an extra year or two before you can really harvest them. But am I going anywhere? No. So this is a variety called Erasmus. I think I got it from Johnny's. I thought they were kind of expensive, but when you consider they're a perennial, and I did have 100% germination on these, so I'm very pleased with the germination. And I'm doing a stand, so hopefully what will happen is I used to collect asparagus wild. It grows wild in Ohio, and you usually find it at the edge of a tree stand out in the field, just at the edge. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. This is my orchard area. So I've got trees all along here, and then I am just planting accordingly. And then every year I'll start another batch because we love asparagus. And in the spring, that is such a treat. So I am going to get to planting here, and hopefully my Pro Mix is hydrating. And I'm done. So I'm going to mulch these in a little bit, and then I'm just going to walk away because they're a perennial. So I am anxious to see how they do. The other good news is that was my last flat. I have planted 24 flats of flowers and vegetables in the yard. I still have those last 10 peppers to do, but we made it. It's not June 1st yet. And so I can go back and kind of watch things grow and start my other projects again, so I can finish my fence and get a couple other things going. So the asparagus is in. Okay, 10 bags. This is what I'm using, composted manure. I've not used it before. I usually use black cow, and I've been really happy with black cow. But I'm using this one this year. We'll see what happens. New to me, vermiculite, Pro Mix, hydrated. So now I'm just going to mix it up. And I don't want to poke a hole in my tarp. So let's do our hands. Okay, everything's pretty well incorporated. It's damp. It's not too It's still friable. So now I'm going to start filling my containers. And I'm not sure if this will be enough or not, but this is about as much as I want to work with. And I have heard people on different platforms talking about, yes, Fern, I know, talking about planting peppers deep because they're in the nightshade family. No, do not do that. After so many tomatoes, yes. Eggplant, no. Peppers, no. What else is in there? I think that's all that I can remember off the top of my head. But so this is getting towards the top. And what I like is I can put mulch over the top of this because these bags do dry out pretty quickly. So let's do, this pepper has blossoms on it. We're going to pinch all those off because you really don't want it to blossom for 2 weeks after transplanting. So in 2 weeks, I'll come around, and then if they're blooming, this is a pepper called Triple Delight. I had it last year, super happy with it. So I'm giving those roots, and I'm going to plant it right smack in the middle. And then I can come around, I can add some marigolds, I can add some chamomile, I could put a squash plant in and let it drape over the side, anything trailing. And then I'm also going to give it the Great Pepper Project is done. So I have moved all my peppers down this fence line. This gets a lot more sun than it does in the hoop house. My hoop house is only getting about an hour of sun a day, although the temperatures are really high. So down this fence line, I also had like 4 or 5 tomatoes that I just couldn't bring myself to throw in the compost pile. So even if I get 1 tomato a piece off of these, or none at all, they didn't go in the compost pile. The other thing that's happened on this back, this is at the very back of my property. I had put in cantaloupe plants called Hale's Best, and I had heard so many good reviews about they grow well in zone 6A. So I really wanted to try them. Well, I had 3 in here, and in the middle of the night, those dastardly raccoons came in, reached through the fence, and yanked 2 of them out. So I only have 1 left. I couldn't even find the remains. I don't think they ate them, but who knows? They're raccoons. so in each of these bags, I have put a marigold and I sprinkled some lettuce seeds in. So we'll see what happens with that. Um, I'm having a little trouble with my germination on my lettuce, and I don't know if that's because it's warming up now, but there are certain varieties of lettuce that do well in the heat. I usually start butter crunch and romaines. Red romaine is a good one. I have pretty good luck with those in the heat. But my lettuce now in the hoop house is gone. My lettuce out here in the garden is just starting to pick up. I harvested radishes yesterday. I have to say that it's really changed. We are now June 2nd. I've really noticed a difference. The big push of May, the frantic energy of May is gone. And now I'm not ready to sit back and watch the garden grow yet. I still have too many projects going. But there's a significant shift in the energy. The mulch is done, the planting is done, the heavy planting. So all the transplants are out. So this time of the year is really nice. The mosquito, I'm in a flannel shirt on a 75-degree day because of mosquitoes. They have emerged and they're nasty this year. So I'm working on a couple alternatives to that so I can work out in the garden a little longer. But anyway, this is what I've got going right now. The peppers are done, everything is in, and now we wait and see how they do compared to the ones that are in the ground. So I'm going to roll over to my next project, which is raspberries this morning.